Hola y bienvenidos a la clase de Español 2. Yo soy la señora Pepe. So, welcome to Spanish 2. I am Mrs. Papik, and this is your curriculum night video presentation. We'll start with a little bit about me. I grew up in Troy and then attended Michigan State University for my undergraduate and graduate programs. During my undergraduate, I had a Spanish immersion experience where I lived in the city of Santander in Spain for 3 months. It was one of the most amazing experiences of my life, and I will hope that any Spanish students of mine that continue with their Spanish education into college would consider doing a study abroad immersion experience as well. This is my 12th year with Rochester Community Schools. I've been at Van Hoosen pretty much all of those years. I also did a year with the virtual campus, and I've taught at the high school as well. And then these are just pictures of my family. In the upper right is me and my husband. We were at a wedding this past summer or 2 summers ago. On the bottom left are our fur babies. We have a cat named Howard and a dog named Holmes. And our little baby there is Nora, not so much a baby anymore. She's almost a year and a half now. So what to expect with this class? They're going to increasingly speak, read, write, and understand spoken Spanish. Most of this class will be taught in Spanish. And we're going to continue with our study of the cultures of Spanish-speaking countries. During the course, they're going to increase their study of vocabulary as well as other verb tenses. Grammar is a big part of Spanish too. The past tense is going to be a large portion of this year, and then spelling and pronunciation do count for the most part. And then lastly, this is a high school level course. So what does that mean? Although this class is at Van Hoosen Middle School, students will receive a high school credit upon completion of the course. And although the grade that they receive will not go on their official transcript from Adams High School, most colleges and universities, OU, U of M, MSU, will ask for the grades for this class so that they can reconfigure their GPA as students apply with these high school credit granting courses factored in. So it will have an impact on their GPA when they're applying to college, even though Adams won't put it on their direct transcript. Our class procedures, there is one other Spanish 2 teacher in the building, Senora Jones. We plan together, we use the same tests and homework assignments and assessments and things like that. So if your child has a friend in her class, they can absolutely get together and study together and help each other. As far as grades are concerned, the summative assessments will take care of 50% of the overall grade. These are our interpersonal, interpretive, and presentational assessments. So these assessments are interpersonal is when students are speaking or writing to another student. Interpretive is when they're asked to interpret information either through listening or reading. And then a presentational assessment is when they are presenting information either just to me or to the entire class. Learning checks will be 40% of their grade. Their learning checks are essentially the grammar and vocab quizzes. And daily practice will constitute 10% of the overall grade. So those are homework assignments and warm-ups. I offer retakes on everything. They can retake a learning check, they can retake an assessment, any type of assessment, even the presentational ones. And we have a retake procedure with retake forms that need to be filled out. And I will go over this procedure with my students upon completion of our first assessment so that they have it fresh in their mind, and I'll walk them through the procedures on how to do a retake at that point. And then lastly, participation. This is Spanish, and the goal of learning Spanish is to be able to speak Spanish. So students can expect to have to speak in Spanish out loud in front of their classmates almost on a daily basis. This is really important for language acquisition. So I know some students feel very shy about doing so, but we are doing our best to get over that and really participate and get involved with the language during class. So what can you do? Number one is to help your child stay organized and on top of their assignments. I recommend a binder or a folder, as most of our assignments will be in like a handout form. It helps them keep track of checkpoints that get passed back, assessments that get passed back, and anything like that. Also, don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions or concerns. Email is the best way to reach me, and my email is listed right there. I believe there's also a way you can kind of just click a button in Parent View to send me an email as well, so that works too. We also have a Google Classroom that I have set up for Spanish 2. All of my students have already been enrolled in it. I post daily agendas, so anything that we are doing in class that day will be posted on a little Google slide that students can look at if they are absent or if they just forgot something and need to look at it. And that slide will also have links. So any worksheets, any handouts, any completed notes that students need will also be posted there. Don't forget to keep up with Parent View. Check Parent View to get up-to-date grade information so that there are no surprises when it comes time for report cards. And then lastly, I also have a Moodle course that I have created with extra resources so that students can practice and study and use that as just an extra resource to support them throughout the course. I will be giving students access to that within the coming weeks and going over that with them so that they know what is available to them. So muchas gracias for listening to my presentation, and I look forward to a fun and exciting year en la clase de Español 2. Gracias. Adiós.